Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are making chewing slash bubblegum. Now, this is something I've wanted to do for a while, but only recently acquiring a microwave, it is now possible. Now, after a quick lean over the counter to make sure I'm actually recording, it's time for ingredient number 1, and that is gum base. Now, this can be hard to find. I tried looking on the UK Amazon, and it kept showing me xanthan gum, which if you don't know what xanthan gum is, I conveniently made a short on it last week. But I got my gum base from an online baking shop that sells chocolate, cake and sweet making things. So once you find that, you will need around 50 grams of it in a plastic tray. Then you want to add 50 grams of glucose or corn syrup and 1 to 2 grams of citric acid. Now, this comes in granule flavour. This is a lot easier to find. You find it a lot in just standard sweets and maybe even jam making. And then you want to heat it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Now, if you don't have a microwave, you can actually float this tray on a hot water bath for around 30 seconds or so. And then the gum base should have melted and become sticky. So using a chopstick or something similar, do not use your fingers for this quite yet. Give it a quick mix. Then you want to add in 2 mils of glycerin, which is used in cake making and various other things to soften cakes, and a few drops of food colouring along with the flavour of your choice. Now I'm using bubblegum flavour as conveniently I had some of that laying around. It was either that or chili oil, which I've still got laying around, or even butter flavouring, which butter flavoured gum may be something for another day. And then I used red food colouring to make the nice stereotypical pink looking gum. Then you want to give that a quick mix and add in 120 grams of powdered sugar, but only add half at a time, as this makes it a lot easier to mix and a hell of a lot less messy. Now, believe it or not, I still managed to make quite a mess, even only adding half, and I did manage to fling some all over the counter. Now, if your gum starts to harden and become tough and hard to work, you can reheat it for a quick 10-second burst in the microwave. Now you want to keep mixing this with a stick or a chopstick, as this stuff will stick to anything, including the gloves that I chose to wear. And this is very hot, so if you are making it with kids, beware here. This is going to stick to their skin, so make sure the grown-up does this part. Now once it cools and becomes firm, you can start mixing by hand. Now I do recommend doing gloves for this, otherwise it is just going to really stick to you. Now once all of the sugar has been mixed in, you want to shape it into a rough slab with a thickness you are happy with, and then slice into reasonable sized pieces. Now you can make these as big as small as you want. I cut mine into 1 to 2 centimeter squares, and then you can either shape them into balls and give them a light coating of powdered sugar and store in a tub, or you can wrap them in wax paper, which is what I chose to do. And there you have it, some homemade gum. Now, do I recommend getting this over buying gum from the shops? No. But do I recommend doing this once to have some fun with some flavours? Yes. Now when I was a kid, there was a joke shop in the market in town, and they used to sell practical joke items. Obviously it's a joke shop. One of them included black pepper flavoured gum. Now I'm not sure if it was because I grew up with a black pepper obsessed mum, but I honestly really liked this joke gum, and maybe in the future I might try and recreate it. But anyway, that wraps up this week's video. Now, as always, if you like what you saw, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you're indeed new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content, and I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.